What probably slightly annoyed prehistoric humans? Having to poop outside the cave when it was raining. When the wind turns at the wrong moment during a hunt. Fleas and lice were a constant back then, but I can't imagine ever really getting used to them. Going to your favorite fruit tree or berry bush and finding someone else has already picked it clean. All these young people, growing their own food and raising animals. I heard that Ooks boy stopped traveling altogether. Just living in one place. It's making man weak. Biting the inside of their mouth while chewing. Mosquitoes. Accidentally chipping a bit too hard when you're finishing up a spearhead and ruining it. When you leave Grog to watch the fire and he falls asleep and lets it go out. And you have to start it all over again. Being called a Neanderthal fucker. When we all know there is nothing wrong with that actually. Well, nobody likes a stubbed toe. When you wake up in the morning and you roll out of your pile of leaves and hay and your feet touch the freezing cold rock cave floor. When the girl you have a crush on goes for the literal Neanderthal. Standing in mammoth shit. Periods with no proper pads. Tampons or painkillers available. Having to eat bloated ticks off their friend who fell asleep in tall grass after having 10 too many fermented crabapples. Kids poop in eat corner and eat in poop corner. I'm not mad, they just kids. But they need learn respect cave, then have own cave someday. They didn't have air conditioning. So I bet their balls got stuck to their legs constantly. Time travelers taking pictures or videos and taking souvenirs. The fact that good quality shitposts were relegated to the smooth walls of hot single caves in their area. Accidentally wiping with poison ivy. Getting something stuck in their teeth. Slowly whittling down a twig into a pick with a stone flake. Only to have the tip of the pick break off. Now Grog have to make pick again and two things stuck in teeth. Animals fucking with their stuff. Edit. Thank you for my first ever silver. Swamp ass. Those bloody beaker kids and their fancy bronze. They keep going on about. They should try hunting and gathering for a change. That's real work. Lad. All those damn stone tablets they keep finding everywhere advertising someone wants to talk to them about their extended warranties. Manscaping with a sharp rock. Asking your husband to fetch berries for once because you're pregnant and waking up the next day with twice the morning sickness because he didn't know the bad ones. Bugs. Like flies. Gnats. Mosquitoes. No bug spray. No window screens. No deterrent. I'm thinking about my girlfriend whose legs are constantly covered in bites after like an hour outside with bug spray on. Sand. More than a slight annoyance. What the heck did the women do when they got a yeast infection? Those are horrific without prescription diflucan. You can't even walk if you have a bad one. The word, fuck, hadn't been invented yet. So when they stepped on a Lego barefoot at 3 a.m. they could only yell, ambrosia. Saber-toothed tigers. Diarrhea. Boom. Itchy post-poop butt. When the waitress at Bronco Burgers tips your car over by putting those fucking huge ribs on the side of it. Edit. Bronto. Kids filling up the cave walls with their emojis. When they could have just written out their stories. When the cat wants in and out of the cave all day and night and it takes 6 dudes to roll the stone open. Being woken up in the middle of the night by someone else nearby getting mauled to death by an animal. Can you die quietly, Kevin? I gotta get up early to hunt. Seriously. You go to show you're pleased to meet the other tribe from across the valley and no one has an erection to show they're friendly. Even though they are. When someone is blocking the cave painting while you're trying to wank off to it. Neanderthal kids taking your favorite rock and not putting it back. Probably trying to find out what they can and cannot eat. Oh, look at this little bush with little orange fruits. Bam fucking habaneros. Now you're convinced you're dying for like an hour. When that load fucking asshole neighbor won't stop yelling. Yabba dabba do. Sitting around the campfire and the wind blows smoke into your face. The stork you use to brush your back in the shower won't stop turning to the camera and saying, "It's a living." Stepping on stone Legos. Having to take a shit outside of their caves when the temperature outside is freezing cold. Menstrual cramps. Stepping on a particularly sharp stick while hunting and your ouch grunt scares away the prey, so you let out an anger grunt and Uga thinks he heard the excited grunt and comes to congratulate you with a congratulation grunt, then you beat Uga to death for his ignorance and eat him instead. How about pain more generally? There were no NSAIDs, anesthetics, etc. We're so used to taking pills to address our aches and pains, e.g., headaches, bloating. But back then you basically just had to push through it.